Hi everyone. So I've moved the camera, so it's basically pointing at the floor of my workshop. So I can show you this this baseboard. What I've had is a mock-up of the full-size piece of acrylic cut to the right specifications. You might remember a previous video where there was that little A4 mock-up. This is the full-size piece of acrylic, just so it gives you an impression of the size of the workstation. It's a bit difficult to see just with the black acrylic. So if I put a A2 cutting mat on top of the board where it would actually be located, it'll give you a better idea of the actual physical size of the workstation. This board will be recessed. There'll be a 5mm recess cut into the board, so this mat is flush with the top. You won't have this this sort of lip here. It will be actually recessed. But I guess the important stuff is the back, is of course where the all of the storage components will actually go. And I can show you that if I just lift in everything that I had delivered yesterday. Now that's the first time I've seen the design of the workstation in its entirety. You'll remember these components have been designed that I've just shown you. That's the oil storage. The other components are actually off the shelf from the ZEP system. I spent a lot of time thinking about how this arrangement would be ideal for all different kinds of model makers, not just part workers, but for scale modelers as well, crafting people, and even if you build Lego, whatever it is that you actually make. So I spent a lot of time thinking about what all those people could find useful in a I guess a tool storage rack, and I'll show you a few of those. I'll show you this again with some actual tools in place. But that's how I think the workstation is going to look, at least in its Mark 1 version. I quite like the way these are actually arranged. But the important thing is that it's modular. The only bits that you have to, I feel like, screw to the actual baseboard, because there'll be obviously the location holes. The only components that have to be attached are these back components, because they have the locating screw holes. So the idea is that you bolt that to the baseboard, excuse me, and all of this section, you do get this section, but it's up to you how you arrange that, because what you do is you snap off these ZEP components. This entire row will snap off, and then you decide how you arrange this. You might want these boxes here. You might want the oil there. You might not even want an oil box at all. It's up to you. It's completely modular, and the fact that you can then buy any of the ZEP components and they will snap onto this front area allows you to create a workstation just for you. Now, as I mentioned, excuse me, this baseboard, this cutting mat will be recessed. So actually, what you could do if you wanted is have another row of ZEP components. If you wanted more of these kind of trays, you can have more of those. Or if you wanted to put another section of these, but you still wanted that, you could move this here, because this front section of the ZEP snaps off, and you could attach another section. So if you wanted to, you could carry on adding rows. I think ideally maybe another row would be probably useful if you felt that you needed more storage. Maybe you wanted a complete row of these, but at the front, so you can get at your tools a bit easier. It's up to you. The whole idea is that all these snap off on the front area, and you decide what components is in the workstation. But that's how it actually ships to you. That's all the materials that you'll actually have in the box once it's all manufactured. But I just want to get that out to you. We're still going to finesse a little bit with the components, because some of these are a little bit tight. But that's how the I guess the Mark 1 workstation will actually look when it goes into production. The last thing I wanted to show you was basically just the storage components with some actual tools to give you an idea of what that can actually look like. If you're wondering what the strange looking component on this side was, it's for masking tape. It takes several rolls of different sizes. components for for glues, etc. And again, these come in various sizes for different kinds of glue, depending on which type you favour. All the storage, etc. You can see here, screwdrivers. This takes larger components. But that's how the actual station will look with some tools. I think there's plenty of storage there for most people's needs. But as I said, you can modify the front if you want some more of these. We will be making those available at some point for this section. So if you did want to continue maybe with the tools at the front and not the back, it's entirely up to you, but we'll probably have those available as an added extra for the back if you wanted a complete row of tool storage, for example. And we'll also make these available at some point, maybe for the front, if you wanted to move your tools to a different location. Again, the idea is being completely modular. But that's how it kind of looks with some tools in place. So that's where we're at the moment. So I'll come back to you with an update as soon as I have some more news. Cheers.